hair-raising excitement for Tim Pilbeam as he carries out pest control in Argentina. As the summer clay season gets underway, Andy Crow and friends are ducking and diving at a sim day in Shropshire. David's on holiday, so Aaron's in the Stump for Fieldsports News, and we have the best of hunting YouTube. Welcome to Fieldsports Britain. Darkest Sussex, Tim Pilbeam is planning his latest adventure, a return to Argentina.
Last year's trip to Argentina was exciting, it was adventurous, it was a challenge. I was riding horseback, I was chasing wild boar and hunting the axis deer. So when I was invited back again, it was an opportunity I could not miss. So after a 14-hour flight, I land in Buenos Aires, where I meet my friend, my colleague, my cameraman, professional photographer Carlos Carubia, and we head 300 kilometres north towards Uruguay border. There is something about Argentina I absolutely love. It could be the people, it could be the culture, it could be the terrain, it could be the barbecues, it could be the Malbec, but I absolutely love the country.
Tim's got time for Malbec and barbecues later. They want to visit 8 different locations on this trip, hunting as many different species as they can.
The first farm we visit is Monigotes, that borders the national park of El Palmar, and they have to control the numbers of wild boar and axis deer. One thing for sure, it's a large farm. It's 8,000 hectares. It's huge. It's got a mixture of sand dunes, palm trees, and also pine trees, amongst the grass and everything else. It's a working farm, but it's just kind of a mixture, which is quite nice. The ground is very, very kind of undulating. Over the other side there is Uruguay. So we're right on that eastern side of Argentina, and that's the Uruguay River. So it's quite an unusual place, and apparently the axis deer and the boar, they work their way up the side of the river, and they come up through this valley up towards this farmland.
Tim's first mission is to get out after some of those elusive axis deer.
Down the bottom I just see there's a water hole down there, and apparently that's where the pig, the wild boar and the axis deer actually head up later on in the day, but it's still quite warm at the moment. It's about 24 degrees. A beautiful start to the trip, stunning weather, scenery is brilliant, and let's hope to see what happens later on, but it's just absolutely beautiful. The axis deer in Argentina is non-native, it's an exotic species. It's a similar size to the fallow deer, but they are so much more wild.
Axis or chital deer were introduced from India, where they use their collective herd senses to avoid tiger. Here they just have to avoid Tim. A Alas, this first group's finely tuned senses save their bacon. A change in wind direction, and Tim's busted.
It was a lovely day. We weren't successful, that probably wasn't the be all and end all, to be fair. And so we'll just head back to the homestead. Time for a beer, time for some food. After a delicious barbecue of Argentinian lamb, we end up at Federico's, where we've been asked to control the hare population on his farm. Looks like it's a really old Remington. Wasn't she rather nice, wasn't she?
Y si no, le tira a un horse.
Okay, that I know, that is a horse. Yeah, I know that's a horse.
Y si no, le tira a un horse y chao.
And Federico is... Yep, I think he's focused now, so we're after these elusive hare.
There's one.
Oh, there's one. Oh God, he's got excited now. Right. Guys, right, now he's actually chasing one. Look around the corner. Move on a bit.
Ellie. One on the right. Got it.
Talk about Monty Python's Flying Circus. We've got Monty Python's Argy Circus here. Federico hasn't got a clue what to do. He's tracing after his hare. I've got a rifle which is zeroed at about 40 metres. Anyway, and it's just chaos because he can't speak English. So therefore Carlos is trying to explain to Federico what to do, and all Federico's doing what to do is chase after the blinking hares. And I've got a 2-2 rifle. I think a 12-bore shotgun or a 20-bore would be much more suitable for this operation. But anyway, so we've got a couple.
Pesadas, libres, hombre.
They're big old things, aren't they?
Yeah. So.
We got two. Hey. Let's go, Federico, let's find some more.
Go.
Not a bad bag by the end of the night.
But we managed to get quite a few. They are quite a problem around here, and they're all going to go into the pot by the sounds of it. So we've got to pop back to the farm now and just clean them out, ready for Federico to actually eat them. Anyway, another mad night in Argentina. Hopefully plenty more to go. Next time on Rucksack and Rifle, I learn how to shut a gate. Sorry, that's for Charlie there. It'll be alright.
Thanks for that, Tim. Think you're better behind the gun than behind the microphone. Tim helps out another farmer controlling some enormous rodents. And things get interesting with Argentina's dangerous game. Plenty to look forward to from Tim and Carlos there, and thank you to both of them. And if you'd like to pick up on anything you've seen in the Rucksack and Rifle series, please email tim@rucksackandrifle.co.uk. Now here to make David look like Walter Cronkite, it's Aaron on the Fieldsports Channel News Stump.
This is Fieldsports Channel News. Hunt saboteurs get a short shrift in France. The French Senate has passed a law that disturbing a hunt carries a 1-year prison sentence and a €30,000 fine. The news follows a tough season for hunters. The Secretary General of the French Société de Vénière says he's glad it's all over.
Quite frankly, I'm very happy that the season just came to an end last week.
Bad news for Chris Packham as mountain hares thrive on grouse moors, says new research. Mountain hares are regularly shot on Scottish moorland managed for grouse shooting. However, concerns that large-scale culls of mountain hares on grouse moors are contributing to population declines are unfounded. The researchers from the Game and Wildlife Conservation Trust found that the hare numbers are higher and relatively stable on moors where driven grouse shooting is practiced, compared to the unkeepered moorland. Scottish gamekeepers are promoting their Heath on Fire OK campaign. Backed by the sporting estates and gamekeepers across the country, the initiative raises awareness of why Scotland's heath-clad hills are burning, demonstrating how muirburn, the control of burning of heather, protects habitats and bird species. Muirburn largely takes place in spring and often raises questions over why parts of Scotland's moorland landscape are ablaze. Estates and gamekeepers are now stepping up their efforts using social media, blogs and videos to raise public awareness. The benefits of burning include helping to keep Scotland's heather hills purple and preventing the spread of wildfires. A top hunting YouTuber has accidentally shot an illegal immigrant. Igor Ilicht from Serval Channel has shot an Iraqi through both legs in Croatia. He was out shooting wild boar and jackals at night with night vision or thermal. He shot the jackal at around 2:30 AM with a 300 Win Mag. The bullet passed straight through the animal and hit the man 70 metres behind it, hidden in a bush with a group of 15 illegal immigrants. Igor called the emergency services and the man was taken to hospital. Croatia hunting estates have an increased problem with illegal immigrants. Serval Channel is one of the most popular hunting channels in the world, ranked 6th in Europe by Social Blade. A fake government petition by the Antis has led to a change in the law in Wales over pheasant shooting. A Freedom of Information request from the Countryside Alliance has discovered the recent petition to ban pheasant shooting on Welsh public land was manipulated by people outside Wales. Of 12,000 signatures, only 1,500 had Welsh postcodes, with nearly 90% from people outside Wales and 1,000 of those from outside the UK. The Welsh Government used the petition as a reason to ban pheasant shooting on its land. A vegan poster boy says he wants to go hunting. A YouTube star who gave up veganism after claiming the diet made him sick says he would now hunt animals. Tim Pilbeam from London told presenters on ITV's This Morning show that his vegan diet made him ill. The YouTuber, a world champion freerunner and the winner of the Ninja Warrior TV show, who was a vegan for 6 years, says he would now hunt for food. This film shows him exploding some of the vegan myths. Want to win an ember leaf knife? A Facebook page is offering an ember leaf kale with yellow raffia noble handle and leather sheath, worth £399. To enter, simply like and follow the Deer Stalking UK page at facebook.com/deerstalkingworld. 3 convicted rhino poachers have been sentenced to 25 years imprisonment each. A judge in South Africa handed down the sentence to the 3 men pictured here who faced more than 50 charges related to the poaching of 13 rhinos across the Eastern Cape. And finally, just declared, in 2018, a hunter has shot a new record moose. A 52-year-old hunter from the United States of Washington has set a world record for Shear's moose, one of the smaller subspecies and native to the United States. Jim Hall was out hunting with his friend Jason Polari when Jim knocked over the beast with a point length of close to 505 inches and weighing in at 700 pounds. The record was just 1 1/8 inches more than the previous record. You are now up to date with Fieldsports Channel News. Stalking the stories, fishing for facts.
Thank you, Aaron. And if you'd like to keep up to date with Field Sports News, pop over to our website, fieldsportschannel.tv, where our Field Sports News section is bursting with good stories. Now, the clay season is well underway. Andy Crow and Brody Woollard have been lodging it at one of the fastest growing events on the summer scene. It is the Sim Day. We're up in Shropshire with Crow on clays.
Right, so today we're here at the Beckbury shoot, shooting a simulated game day. I did it last year, I'm doing it again this year. I enjoyed it last year and I can't wait to get going this year.
After a healthy breakfast, the team heads out into the beautiful Shropshire countryside for the first drive of the day.
Got some driven, I think this one's classed as driven pheasant. Come from the top of the hill, they're going over. Brody's going to shoot, start the drive as he did last year. Gives me a chance to read where they're coming from, makes it easier for me. He's a professional shot anyway, so. See, he's warming up, see, I don't do any of that. He won't miss a thing, this boy. No pressure. And again, Brody. Here comes Brody.
Brody's been under Crow's wing for several years now and is becoming pretty successful on the sporting clays circuit.
Yes, good lad. Right again. Oh yeah, got it second
Shooting pairs, Andy and Brody take 20 shots each and then swap over. It's all about speed. Andy might be regretting not doing those warm-ups, but he gets onto the clays pretty quick.
That's gone really well, that has. Yeah, it's just a buzz really. And if you shoot, you've got a peg next door to either side. If you shoot their clay, it doesn't matter, but the etiquette when you're on a pheasant shoot, if you do happen to shoot someone's bird, they're not long before they get the ump. Unless you're with your mates and that, it's not so bad, but because you do it for a bit of banter, but that's good fun. It gets the old adrenaline going a little bit. So the old loader was a little bit slow at the beginning, but she's picked up now.
After a break, it's on to stand 2 and the wind is definitely getting up.
Yeah, because they curled straight out. Yeah, it is a bit breezy.
Are these birds been challenging?
Yeah, this stand has been. The last one, the wind was more from behind them, but this one, they're coming out and they're curling round. So yeah, they are a bit challenging. Shot right. Edge, yep.
The clays are coming from behind the wood, and the wind is whipping them away to the left as they climb, cross and drop. Challenging birds.
Last pair. Good shot, great ones, isn't they? You ready to go back on again, right? Yeah.
Andy getting on to some nice birds, but the curling crossers are testing. It's really easy to shoot over the top.
Right. Another one right. One right. Yes, good lad.
Brody's technique is spot on.
One right, two right. Shot rope. Shoot that one again, shoot that one again. Oh. You got that?
With the benefit of young eyes, Brody spots where Andy is going wrong.
What's that?
He is giving them too much lead and they're dropping underneath his pattern.
You're right.
That's more.
Solution found, problem solved.
Nice shot.
Cheers, bro. Yeah. The orange ones with the pink dust, they call them the hen bird. If you shoot them, got to put 10 quid in for charity. It's going to the air ambulance. Any charity I do, I usually do it for the air ambulance because I've got a lot of time for them. So yeah, I managed to bust 2 there, so it's going to cost me 20 quid, but it's well worth it.
30 quid, George.
Hey?
30 quid, yo.
The team of guns are having a field day. It's a sociable affair, and most guns act as loaders for their partners, which has added benefits too.
Well, where do you want to load, bro? Right. Good thing is with the loading, Brody's got his eyes up, he's watching what's coming. I'm looking down, I'm doing what Brody should be doing, looking down loading. Instead of him looking down loading, he's looking up there, watching where the bird's coming from. Gives him the advantage. He's empty, he's looking back up again, he's looking for the next bird, because they're ready for it. Great shot. Right. Right. Yeah, 1 or 2, yeah. Brody, he's a better shot than me. He does more of it. Yeah. He's out 7 days work, I'm only out 6. This is a grouse. It's a bit fast and furious, this one. They do come through here in a bit of a hurry. So
My favourite.
you definitely need eye protection on this one, because you're shooting, quite a few of them get shot out in front and you get showered with dust. So. But no. We shoot this twice. And that's it then.
The grouse stand sounds straightforward, but they are low and fast and come straight at you. It's easy to come off the line.
You do abuse me.
You hit me in the face.
Never did.
Ah, you missed that one. Come on, Andy.
Now.
Shoot one of them hares, Andy. What a miss.
Right up the side of that. Oh!
This is going very well. Yes.
Bind it on the end.
Struggling with these dusters, ain't you, Andy?
Hey?
It's a bit chippy, these.
Well, dead. Dead's dead, isn't it?
That was a bit better. I want to see a dust. Beyond that.
Behind.
No, we missed it.
I nearly hit you. Man, that went between us.
Lucky.
Oh, you boy. Dead's dead.
Shot well.
Well,
You and Brody.
yeah, oh, Brody, there's no flies on that boy, is there?
No,
He's going to go
it's,
places, that kid.
What we shot today, we've had over, what, 5,500 targets out today.
Well, me and Brody between us, we've shot well over 1,000 cartridges today.
Yeah.
You go to a clay shoot, you go in there, you've got 10 targets, you've got 6 targets, you've got 8 targets, whatever it is. You go in there and you can't really get into them. It's like today, Brody said to me, oh, you're behind that, you're behind that, you're behind it, or you're over top of it, and you can correct yourself, but by the time you've corrected yourself in that little stand, or someone's told you where you're going wrong, it's too late, you're on to the next stand then.
And if you've had a bad stand,
yeah, it's eating away in your head.
It's there in your head.
That's right, yeah.
If something like this, you can go,
I missed that.
All right,
Yeah.
if you've got somebody loading for you as well, you can say, well, you're a little bit behind, you're not
That's right,
getting the line right, you're over the top, push a bit harder, pressure's off.
That's
Shoot
right.
A hell of a lot more cartridges.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Just like a driven bird day, the highlight is a fabulous lunch in the field. Everyone has the chance to reflect on their shooting and tell tales of mighty screamers shot.
We've had a good spell on the pigeons. Last Saturday I had we had a 94 last Saturday, 129 on Sunday. What did we have on Tuesday?
Very light, where you could grow carrots, to very heavy.
How many times a year do you do this? Do you just do it in the pheasant season, at the end of the pheasant season, or is it right the way through the year?
We do this completely all the way through.
Yep.
Straight through the year.
Yep.
But we normally roughly work on about 20 shoots, you know.
It's been a great day, and the wind, it's blowing the hoolie in. I thought we was going to struggle today, but the old trappers have done well, and the clays have gone really well.
Well, we don't really call them trappers, we call them beaters, because we try and run everything.
Oh, it was a simulated day.
It's a simulated day, so we don't call them trappers, we call them beaters.
I say you use fibre wood, which is a good thing.
Oh yeah, we have to. We definitely use fibre.
Imagine using plastic here, it would be just a bit of carpet.
No, we don't like plastic at all. No.
I think the day of the plastic it's got to go. It's slowly going, but I think it's going to go more and more over the next 12 months, 18 months. I think.
Well, we even like doing the normal pheasant shooting or partridge or whatever. Yeah. We always encourage the guns to use fibre wood. Yeah, well, rather than plastic.
I've switched over to fibre this year. I'm using it at the end of last year, even on the pigeons. You go pigeon shooting, it's not so bad on the arable because that gets turned in, but the wad's still there. With your cartridges, you drop your cartridge there and you pick it up, but you can't go and pick your fibre wad up, your plastic wad up, sorry. So, but no, I think more and more people are going to have to go that way.
Well, that's it, especially when you've got livestock.
That's right, yeah.
Especially sheep, because they'll
eat anything.
They'll eat anything.
And they want to die anyway, they find any excuse to die.
All in all, a great fun-packed day out, and a fantastic way to hone your game shooting skills. Thank you, Crow, Mrs. Crow and Brody, and the organisers of what looks like a great day out. Now from Shropshire to the wider world of hunting and shooting on YouTube, it is Hunting YouTube. This is Hunting YouTube, which aims to show the best hunting and shooting videos that YouTube has to offer. Alan Johnson from Dane & Blades sends me this film about pigeon shooting on the Mulgrave estate in North Yorkshire, and to celebrate it he has produced a new knife called the Mulgrave. Nico Els from South Africa, whom we featured recently with Paul Childerley, sends me this film about bow hunting bush pig, which he calls the poor man's leopard. I love clay tall stories, and here he is out pig hunting with dogs Possum, Kim, a knife and singing along. This video is from his old Patreon catalogue. BJ Holdsworth offers some hunts and commentary from the first month of New Zealand's 2019 hunting season. He is out with red stag hunting outfitter Ample Hunting. Clark Boys Hunting NZ are heading for South Island for the red stag roar. They call this film The Legend of Big Brows, where they roar in a stag from way down a ridge through the bush and out onto the tops at less than 20 metres. Chargate in Devon is one of the UK's top pheasant shoots. Doyen of the tall birds Dave Carey joins a team of guns from Denmark in January to shoot it in this film just out. Another film from last season to hit YouTube is this one, Moose Hunting by the Nordic Hunting Channel. Beautiful filming of a hunt in Finland with English subtitles. And this one, also just out, is from late summer. The Hunter brothers in Germany are doing one of their specialities, daytime boar hunting in the crops. That's it for this week. I've put all these films into a playlist for you. Click on the I symbol top right or check this film's description. If you have a YouTube film you would like us to pop into the weekly top 8, email me the link, charlie@fieldsportschannel.tv. Well, that is it for this week. If you haven't done so already, please pop over to our website, fieldsportschannel.tv. You can click like us there on Facebook and on Instagram. You can follow us on Twitter. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. And best of all, pop your email address into our constant contact form at the bottom of our front page. And we'll contact you about this show. Field Sports Britain is at 7 p.m. UK time every Wednesday. Plus, you can back us. Go to fieldsportschannel.tv/shares to find out about joining the Field Sports Nation. I will see you next week. Good hunting, good shooting, good fishing, and goodbye.